Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Yozerol. The game is the Elder Scrolls Online, and this is the return of the stabby elf. It's been a while, hasn't it? ESO is one of my on-again, off-again games that gets my attention every so often, usually when they drop some new content. I play it and then I kind of lose track again. One of the problems that every MMO has is making the jump from single-player questing over to multiplayer questing. World of Warcraft, for all its other sins, does that extremely well with the LFR system leading on into getting gilded. Other MMOs struggle, and I'll admit, ESO is one of the ones where I always found it difficult to make the trade from the admittedly really good single player. I mean, this thing has basically been Elder Scrolls 5.5 for a while now, to, well, the whole multiplayer bit of it, but maybe this time it will be different. We shall see. Alright, enough of my mandatory Dark Elf posing. I mean, as much as the blue and orange contrast, as troporific as it is, and the high cliffs help maintain that mysterious Avenger of the Night attitude, psst, I'm for hire, said this. Some things do have to be gotten on with, and not the giant arcane Harrowstorm in the background. No, the reason I'm back in ESO is because there is some new content to be had. They have dropped the prologue for the next expansion. Gates of Oblivion is dropping at the beginning of June. June the 1st for PC and Mac, and I believe the consoles are getting it on the 8th. It is also on Stadia, although I think it's dropping on the 1st for Stadia. I have to actually care enough about Stadia to go and look, which I don't, so I won't. Anyhow, hop into your Crown Store, and you are looking for the Quest Starter menu. Here we are. And then we want Prologue and a Mortal's Touch. And yes, Blackwood and Gates of Oblivion are the same thing. What can I say? Blackwood's probably less of a mouthful. Also, by the way, I should note that if you are watching this in the first week or so after I put this up, there is a free-to-play event going on in ESO until, I believe it's the 13th. So if you want to dive in, by all means, take a look. Anyhow, let's grab that. Prologue Quest, Immortal's Touch, thank you. And we need to see where we're heading. Right, go to the location shown on my map. Well, that's all very simple. What is the location shown on my map, and did it actually give me the letter? Details. Where am I headed? Heading up and Tamriel. Quests. Zoom into a smaller map to see quests. Well, that's not exactly convenient, but no quests there. It'd be a lot easier if the map just literally at maximum zoom out shows you all your quests, but I should probably stop playing. Anyhow, we have had a letter from someone claiming to be the Dremora Lyranth. She needs help. When I read the letter, it marks a location on my map. I should travel to the location and find Lyranth. In other words, she couldn't possibly be reasonable about this. She had to actually be all cryptic. However, oh, that's kind of handy. Right, so I can portal into Stormhold and then just head west. Okay, simple enough. Actually, if I just head into Stormhold direct and use the Way Shrine there. Details, let's go. Whee! Okay, and from there, pop the horse. And ride west.
The Hist is saved. Maybe they'll bring it to Stormhold.
Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so take a right here, past the exchange, and cross the bridge. Past the locals.
Shadow scales are taking in
various other options for quests if I want to do some side stuff around here, but I need to stay focused on the area of my map. Go, 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 go. Ride, ride, ride. Oh, so I'm not the only one on this quest line. Kind of figures. Hey, no overtaking. The music's top notch as well, which doesn't hurt. And here we are. Okay. Find Lyranth inside the Shrine of the Black Moor. This doesn't sound lethally dangerous at all, does it? Okay, the slavers have quite literally gone underground. The Nords banned slavery, of course, when the Argonians joined the Ebonheart Pact. So, on to sneaky time. And also looty-looty time, of course. Look, I am a seasoned, literally seasoned, given I just looted a load of herbs and spices. Or herbs and spices, depending on your point of view. Oh, who brought the gargoyle? Excuse me. Alright, actually, no. We'll mark him up first. Then we'll pop that, and then we'll just... Oh, sod subtlety. Hi. No, not me. Thank you. Well, I was going to be doing a subtle, careful, stealth ninja assassination run in the best traditions of the Brotherhood. But it rather looks like any attempt at subtlety just went out the window. So, grab the stabby stuff, let's oh, there she is. No, there she isn't. Let's try up here. You know, I have a perfectly good map. Right, across the giant ominous hall, with maybe a little bit of stabby in the process, excuse me. And then up the stairs and take a left. Simple enough. Hello there. Yoink! Hi! Ooh. Not sure why a vampire's carrying pocket change, but I'm not going to question it. Uh-huh. Couple more Varakun. Alright. Up here and follow the corridor round. Should be simple enough. I honestly don't know why I'm bothering to sneak. I think that pair of friends in question marks kind of click. You know, it's going to be easy just to follow the trail of bloodied corpses, isn't it?
What interest does a Dagon cult have in this place?
Oh, hi, Lyranth.
Do your worst, Dremora. I'll tell you nothing.
Bad suggestion.
Damn. I forgot how fragile mortals can be.
Hi. So, before you went Vader on that guy, I'm guessing you wanted to know how to get through that.
Ah, you have arrived. Excellent. I found you both mildly interesting and suitably helpful in the past. Let us endeavor to continue that streak. This Mehrunes Dagon cultist refused to answer my questions, and I may have insisted a bit too vigorously.
Just a bit, yes. You do be careful around the third cervical vertebra. Bad stuff happens when you break that. So, you need me to get through the purple glowy thing of doom, I take it.
Since last our paths crossed, I ran afoul of these Mehrunes Dagon followers. While I was investigating their activities, I ran into an obstacle.
Yeah, I can see it.
As much as it pains me to admit, but this requires a mortal's touch. I need your assistance.
And what kind of assistance?
An Imperial cache hides behind that doorway. Unfortunately, the entrance has been warded to prevent entry by anyone, including those of the Daedric persuasion.
Okay.
I need you to shatter the ward and help me discover the cache's secret.
How many people do I have to kill, and how many are you going to pay me for? I mean, I'm going to kill them anyway. They're Daedric. worshippers, but it's always nice to get a bonus.
Take this amulet. I went to great trouble to acquire it.
Oh,
With it, you should be able to destroy the ward and open the way into the annex.
uh-huh.
We must reach the secrets inside before the Daegonists get to them. The fate of your world depends on it.
Fair enough.
The amulet should allow you to remove the ward so we may enter the concealed annex. I had it specifically constructed just for this purpose, but it will only function for a mortal. Hurry now. I haven't got all day.
Wait, you had this amulet built, but you had it built in such a way that you couldn't use it? Huh. I'm smelling a giant Daedra-shaped rat here, but let's keep this going.
I acquired a map from the Mehrunes Dagon cultists that indicates an Imperial cache is hidden inside. I want to reach that cache before they do, and find out what Emperor Leovic thought was important enough to hide from mortals and Daedra alike.
Oh, well, if that's all, I mean, for all we know, it's his collection of, the complete works of the lusty Argonian maid. I doubt it's going to be anything as innocuous and yet mind-scarring as that, but, I'm going to end up dropping the purple force field of doom anyway, aren't I? But let's get some details.
Don't the actions of the Daedric princes, when turned in this direction, always concern the fate of this particular ball of mud?
Yep.
The Longhouse Emperors have protected a secret for 3 generations. A secret that involves Mehrunes Dagon.
Yeah, I mean, this next question is fairly stupid. If anything involves Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and general bad times, I mean, this guy's even less popular at parties than Jiggalag, and Jiggalag is not popular at parties. It's dangerous by definition.
A secret guarded from mortals and Daedra alike that involves the Prince of Destruction?
Like I said.
I do not think the threat could be any more clear if they painted us a picture.
Particularly one in varying shades of
What
red.
form that threat will take, however, that is what I hope to ascertain.
Oh, good, and unlocking the contents and letting it loose on the world. Why do you care anyway?
How remarkably narrow-minded you mortals can be. What is your definition of evil? Do I care for the lives of mortals? No. Do you care for the lives of ants that crawl beneath your feet? Our interests are aligned at this time. That should suffice.
Depends. Are the ants trying to eat my picnic?
I saw the Daegonists use magic to temporarily disable the ward.
Huh.
Their power is limited, however, and the ward reasserted itself before I could follow them. Only power akin to the amulet can totally destroy the ward.
Why didn't you just tell me straight up that they had a head start? Where did you get this anyway?
Do you assume I am without resources? I do not.
Alright, let's do this. Yoink!
The ward has fallen. Let us see what waits inside.
So he goes to the trouble of putting up a gigantic magical ward and then stuffs it behind a secret bookcase, including a guide to fishing Tamriel and, the Lusty Argonian Maid, volumes 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 26, 52, 37, 169? Yike! To destroy wards, search caches.
I sense more wards ahead. Deal with them. I shall wait here.
Alas, poor Malakath, she knew him well. Okay, and we are now on sneaky stabby time. The best kind of time. And we have the Cultists of the Waking Okay, maybe we are not on sneaky stabby time. Can I slip past you? Yes, I can. Hello there, how are you doing with the whole stabby thing? I'm doing fine with the whole stabby thing. I don't think she's doing too well with it. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay. Searchy, search, search. A map of Blackwood marking the location of an Aeoliad ruin. Okay. Elf trouble, potentially. Alright, let's start with these two. Always remember, get the one in the dress. Then there's you. Come on. I'm over here. And she's dead. Right, let's see what was so interesting in this. The Emperor's Scroll. The scroll's been magically secured to prevent anyone from opening and reading its content. That seems unusually pointless. Right, and then we're just tripping over here. Oh, careful. Careful, 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 careful. Slip past that one. Tippy toes, tippy toes, tippy 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 toes, tippy tippy murder! I really wish you got more XP for that. Tippy toes, tippy toes, tippy 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 toes, tippy 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 toes. Old-fashioned murder. Yes, nice try with the block, but thank you, you're now dead. Okay. Ward number 3 gone, nothing to loot there, and cache number 3. Vault schematics. Okay, so we have an Aeoliad ruin in Blackwood that is holding something. Oh, never mind. Like I say, Daedric cultists, I'll do those guys for free, but it's always nice to get paid. And we're good. So, quick chat with Lirith. We have a good idea of what the cult was after, or at least what Levick buried elsewhere in Blackwood.
You destroyed the wards. I felt each one shatter in turn. Well done, little mortal. Now tell me, what did you find?
Ominous plot coupons.
Let me see them. A collection of apparently mundane items, at least on the surface. But look at this scroll. It not only bears the seal of the last Longhouse Emperor, it has been ensorcelled so that it cannot be unfurled or read. Interesting.
I mean, it might just be a Valentine's note, but somehow I doubt it.
Architectural plans from the looks of it. And not the mundane engineering so common to your world. No. These plans include powerful Daedric elements. Some sort of vault, obviously. Strengthened and enhanced by a complex arcane matrix. Intriguing.
So, was it meant to keep something locked in, or was it meant to keep people locked out? That's the question, and it's a fairly important one.
It marks a location in Blackwood, Ne Salas, another ruin, and perhaps another annex.
Okay. At least she's good enough to give us a portal.
This portal will take you to Ne Salas. Right?
Thank you. So many quest givers just leave you to hike somewhere yourself. Nice and considerate of her to give us a quick little hop. Oh, hello.
Trust me, Thaindil. Magical transport is the only way this many Redguard could have appeared here so suddenly. We need to cut them off before an entire army is on our doorstep.
So, you guys are here for Ne Salas. What do you say to getting paid twice?
Tread carefully. An army is massing under our feet. I don't know how this must be magic.
Okay.
If there's a portal, and I'll need my armor if there isn't.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Works for me. Like I said, There's nothing wrong with getting paid twice for a delve. Of course, it does mean that we now have both cultists and angry Redguard.
In the knee. Hey, you don't look like a cultist.
Hey, Everly! Haven't seen you in ages. Please don't shoot me.
You're not a Covenant soldier or one of those damn cultists. You're... you!
Me?
By Barsrog's chilly nethers, am I glad to see you! Between the soldiers and the cultists, this is almost as bad as that business in Orsinium. But what are you doing here?
Yeah, it gets worse. There's a hidden annex with a possibly world-ending secret in it. Nothing major.
Imperial caches? What a coincidence! That's exactly what brought me here. But then I ran into this band of wood elves. They're under assault by Covenant soldiers and a group of insane Daedric cultists. It's just like an Investigator Vale story.
Good. I assume Investigator Vale made it to the end of those stories? For that matter, did Investigator Vale's sidekicks make it to the end of those
The
stories?
cultists are after the cache too? That explains a lot. Their leader is someone called Doombringer Eshel, and he's got some kind of scholar lady following him around like a sad puppy.
Well, he sounds like a fun guy to go to a party with. Nah, not really, and it sounds like I might have to engage in a little bit of puppy kicking. I work for Sithis. Puppy kicking is the least of what I do.
Farther in, I'm guessing. The cult leader paid off the soldiers, and they let him and his followers wander through. If you can clear a path, I'll get these wood elves out of here and then follow after you. We can meet up when you find the cultists.
Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds like a plan. By the way, there might be a Dremora showing up. Her name's Lyranth, she's here to help. Please don't shoot the help. Oh, and by the way, what can you tell me about Doombringer Eshel? Anything useful?
Not much. I heard a few of the cultists mention his name. Said it with a mixture of awe and respect. I think they're afraid of him.
That's generally how
I
it works,
noticed
yeah.
that the woman scholar stayed close to the leader's side. She was explaining the history of this place.
Might be simpler to shank her first, then. Anyhow, and why were you after these things anyway, Everly? Just random treasure hunting, or something more?
I found a journal in Blackdrake Villa, a hidden refuge of the Longhouse Emperors.
Triff.
It was in some kind of code, so it took me a while to figure out what it said.
Uh-huh.
Well, actually, I had someone decipher it for me.
Uh-huh. Please tell me the friend of a friend was not a friend of a Doombringer.
Even deciphered, the journal didn't make much sense. Emperor Leovic wrote it. Lots of crazy talk about annexes around Tamriel where he hid caches related to something he called the Emperor's Secret. I decided to investigate, so here I am.
And here we are. Apparently we've come at the
Once
same...
I get these wood elves out of here, I'll catch up with you.
Everly, for a wood elf scout and archer, she's loud. Anyhow, let's get on with the shanking, the portal shutting, the cultists stabbing. Sometimes at range. And the general mayhem. Or I could just... yeah. Right, I have got two objectives. One is, and it's both questions of just head across, round, and there we go. I can shut down the portal and then backtrack to the annex. Ooh, careful. Don't want you slipping in behind me. Much.
I well and stay fit, but I'll die anyway.
You have no idea how right you are, my friend. Okay, drop the archer. Hi. Parry her. Heavy attack to capitalize. Are you down? No. Double strike, stab. cross parry that, heavy and clear. I do need to remember what all my abilities do. That would help, wouldn't it? Or I could just let the turbo lightning thing have some fun. I mean, there's a complete lack of subtlety there. There's no artistry to it, but you have to admire the efficiency. Where did I leave my bow? Very definitely admire the efficiency. Oh well, while he's having fun with the cultists, I am just going to have a little fun with these guys. So, teleport strike.
Move!
That would be sound advice. Pity she didn't listen. Well, she did. She just didn't listen far enough. Interrupt there. Knock down. Shanked. Right, and then there's Lieutenant Kahi, who I do... Right, we'll open with a Major Breach. Hit him with a snipe. Follow up with a poison arrow. Knock back there. Hit him with another snipe. Switch to melee. Reach again. Dodge. Don't dodge the charge. In fact, I teleported right into the path for that. A little bit of sidestepping. And ultimate finish. Or not, as the case may be. Just die, would you? Thank you. Okay. Yoink everything. And destroy the portal. Here we are. Use alien on the blockade. And hooray! Like I said, there's nothing wrong with getting paid twice. So it's down here. Oh, they've respawned. And who are you? You look suitably majestic. No name and nothing worth yoinking, though, so my interest has just ended. Unlike my interest in this pair, who are, well, yeah. Hi. We'll clear that. Parry that. Quick strike there. Nice strike. Got her. Right, and with that out of the way, take a left here and get back onto the main objective.
The cultists. They destroyed the ward and marched right in.
Yep, sounds about right.
This whole situation, it's gone roots up faster than a Nord eats pie.
Depends on the kind of pie. I mean, if we're talking vegetable pie, you could be talking about days. I'm assuming you mean meat pie.
We were trying to get back to the others, avoiding the soldiers as best we could. But we ran right into the cultists.
Whoops.
They wounded me, but I played dead. Watched the scholar lady work her magic and break the ward. They headed inside and...
This, ladies and gentlemen, is why you confirm your kills. Always check the corpses.
A wood elf slipped out of the shadows. But not one of my mates. Said her name was Everly Sharp Arrow.
We've met, yeah.
She made sure I wasn't bleeding too badly, and went in after the cultists.
Okay, what?
Don't
Right, I
shake any
see.
branches on my account. I just need a moment, and then I'll...
Yeah, thank you. Everly can really motor when she's got a mind to, apparently. Huh. And it has to be said, the Emperor has a point. Why else would you have secret
Hey, over here.
facilities?
You need to see this.
How hosed are we nuts? Okay, looks like that's a different kind of ward, and we have a Doombringer and various stuff. What have we got?
What took you so long? Never mind, never mind. Look down there. That's the cult leader and the scholar lady I told you about. And that must be the Imperial cache.
You could try whispering a bit more quietly, Everly. I think they might possibly have heard you in Stormhold.
What can I say? I'm as fast as a leaf on the wind and silent as a shadow.
1 out of
I
2 ain't
suggest we
bad.
take different paths to that chamber, just in case. I'll meet you down there. Last one to put an arrow in the cultist is a sour gore apple.
I have no idea what gore apple is, but I'm assuming sour is bad. Did the journal happen to mention anything about the fate of the world?
That's an odd question. I was hired to find another book at Blackwood Villa and came across the journal. I was curious and I had some time, so I had the journal deciphered. Turned out to be a lot of ramblings. Emperor Leovic was either crazy or...
I mean, it doesn't preclude crazy, but...
desperate. The coded message had that sort of air about it. But yes, he alluded to some end-of-the-world level stuff along with the rest of his crazy.
Oh, was that... Oh no, that's just one of the other players.
We
Fine.
must recover the Daedric weapons pedigree. Bring me the contents of that cache as soon as you have them.
I will not fail, Bringer. I'll have the wall.
How about... No.
Interesting. These walls different. Perhaps a divination provide insight.
How about divining a knife in the back? Excuse me.
Complex. More layers than previous wards. Wait. I sense intruders. Keep them back while I finish my work.
Well, unfortunately for you, your guards are lousy at sensing intruders, but that's besides the point. Follow the centipede. Hello?
This wall.
Let disaster rain upon you, fool!
How about... No. Right, reach him. And he's dead. Hey god, what a cheapskate.
Eat arrows, creepy cult lady.
Nice shot. And the ward is still intact.
Always strike true. Can you open that Imperial pack? Hang on.
Yep.
Let me try.
Oh.
Hey, that actually worked. Look out, Daedra.
Don't shoot the help!
Lower your weapon, elf. I'll confer with the other mortal after they search the cache.
She's on our side. Approximately. Right, encoded scroll and a signet. That's how we open the seals. Okay.
Find? Anything interesting in there?
Code ring and another scroll.
The wood elf appears to be agitated. Or is that how she portrays excitement? Nevertheless, go on and show her what you discovered first. I wouldn't want her to explode from the anticipation. I saw that happen once with a Daedroth. Made quite a mess.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Well, what was inside the cache? Have we finally discovered the secret of the Longhouse Emperors?
Signet ring and a scroll written in code. I bet you anything the signet ring opens the sealed scroll.
Let me take a look. Yeah, that's a code, all right. Imperial. Just like in the journal I found at Blackwood Villa. I know someone who can decipher this. He helped me with the journal. I'm sure I can get him to translate this scroll, too.
Okay, cool. So where's your friend of a friend?
Not far from here. Just outside Eldenroot. Just look for the camp with all the books in it. I'll meet you there.
Anybody I know?
Let's just say I've known him for a very long time, and I trust him with my life. Like I said, he translated the journal I found. The one written by Emperor Leovic that led me here. Tell me why we should trust that Daedra lady, though.
We don't trust the Daedra lady, but our needs and goals are in alignment for the moment, so we're cooperating.
All right, if you say so. I suppose if she's willing to help, we have to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to watch her like a hawk, though.
Smart
You
move.
never count your seeds before they sprout, my great-aunt Laurel always said.
Your great-aunt Laurel was wonderfully wise. Did she have anything to say past the point of initial germination? Okay, Lorenz, what do we got?
Now that you've satisfied the wood elf's curiosity, It's time to satisfy mine. Show me what the cache contained, little mortal.
Emperor's signet ring and a coded scroll. And I'll bet you anything, like I said, the signet ring opens that sealed scroll from earlier.
We already knew this concerned Emperor Leovic, and I cannot read those coded words.
Oh, what a pity.
As much as this mystery intrigues me, it has also begun to bore me. If we don't solve some piece of the puzzle soon, I may just look elsewhere for entertainment.
Suit yourself.
The fate of your world, little mortal, not mine. But do not fear. The mortal realm has always amused me. I will aid you as I can, provided such efforts continue to benefit me as well. Alas, I cannot help decipher the Emperor's code.
That's fine. We've got a mere mortal in Elden Root who can do the job for us. Uh-huh.
So, the wood elf is useful after all. Interesting. I will open a portal to this Elden Root to expedite your journey. When the opportunity presents itself, ask the wood elf how she was able to break that ward. I sense something powerful.
Also, that scroll we found at the other annex.
Not yet, but I have my finest Banekin working on it even as we speak.
Try the signet ring.
Go, little mortal. Solve the mysteries before me.
Yeah. Portal, please.
This portal shall take you to Elden Root. Do not dally. I sense there's more to this mystery than the politics of emperors.
You don't say. I'll have to come back and get paid for the other part of the delve, but no biggie. Right, welcome to Elden Root.
Friend, meet Baragon. Baragon, this is my friend. We've got a scroll to show you.
It may possibly result in your horrible Daedric-flavoured death. I feel obliged to warn you of this before we get started.
Everly says you have something for me to look at.
Yeah, I do.
Let me take a look. Imperial, all right. Specifically, this is Emperor Leovic's personal code. Luckily, I know it well.
Hooray!
Unfortunately, I don't have Leovic's signet ring. Without that, I can't decipher the code.
Funny you should say that.
You have a signet ring? Why, yes, this does appear to be Emperor Leovic's. At least it's one of them. He certainly loved his jewelry.
Okay.
So first that journal that Everly brought me, and now this. What have you and my sister gotten into this time?
Imminent apocalypse. Also, your sister. Okay, that actually does make you marginally more reliable.
My younger sister, yes. I used to regale her with stories of my adventures, back before I became a scribe in Emperor Morikar's court. I worked for both him and his son Leovic. Everly says I sling words the way she looses arrows, fast and on target.
Aha. So, when did you take the arrow to the knee, then?
Technically, I was an adventurer, then a scribe. Turned out I preferred ink and parchment to danger and daring do. Unfortunately, I think I put the wrong ideas into little Everly's head. Anyway, the scroll's over there. Deciphered and everything.
Thank you. Random backstory, by the way. She never mentioned a brother. I realised she never had occasion to mention a brother, but,
Really? She's told me all about you. You were all over her letters from Orsinium.
I'm denying
Back,
everything.
she rarely said 5 words that didn't include some anecdote of your time together.
None of it's
Really
true.
made an impression.
Not
Nice to
guilty.
finally meet you.
Oh, good. All right, in that case, it probably is all true. Right, what do we got? The words of the Emperor Leovic. Traitor Varan matches ever closer, the rebel would be usurper, etc., etc. Complete this document so with all haste. Okay, the 4 ambitions come to future, the passes made by the and the Longhouse Emperors were hooked up with Mehun's Dagon. Unholy, oops. Okay, my Stuart Farrell Lupus has raised me, served me, taught me, indulged me. Now X is my confessor. He knows where the 4 ambitions have been moved to. He knows where to find the book. Oh no, they've got the Mysterium Xerxes, haven't they? And he's everyone's been able to understand everything I've done, but he'll remember everything. He literally knows where every part of the secret's been buried. If I cannot stop Varan... Wait, are Varan? Varanakalios? Ah. Those who remain must carry on between the devoted waking flame, the cult. You have everything you need to make our 4 ambitions reality. Do not fail me, do not fail me. Oh boy. Right. And things have just gone sideways. Turns out when old Veron overthrew the Longhouse Emperors... Veron, do you know you were working for a bunch of Daedric cultists?
An interesting document. I'm not sure what these ambitions that Emperor Leovic mentions might be, but it appears he shared the secret with his personal steward, Farrell Lupus. I hope I don't have to tell you how dangerous Longhouse secrets can be.
Considering that they seem to have been in tight with the Daedric Prince of Destruction, Armageddon, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, remind me again why you were working for this guy and his father?
I was away during most of her life. I did the whole adventure thing for a time.
Right. Emily, right, problem.
Well, what do the scrolls say? Do we finally know the Emperor's secret?
He's a Daedric worshipper. Nothing major beyond that, but also, yeah, that's enough reason to stick several knives in his back, and his front, and his sides, and frankly anywhere that doesn't already have some superfluous ventilation.
Farrell Lupus? He hired me to investigate Blackdrake Villa. But why is the word ambitions capitalized? It must mean something special. Thanks for helping me. Here, take part of what Lupus already paid me. There's more if you come with me to Riften.
Yeah, I think I'll be coming with you to Riften. And then I'll be stabbing Farrell Lupus.
The deciphered document. It mentions the person who hired me. Farrell Lupus. Could he really be Emperor Leovic's steward?
Was.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm supposed to bring this book I recovered to him. Well, to his contact in Riften, anyway.
I have a better suggestion. How about we find the contact in Riften, we stab him a few times, ask him politely, or not so politely, where Farrell actually is, and then we stab him somewhere vital. Does it sound like a better plan? I mean, Daedric worship, end of the world, summoning the Prince of Destruction, etc., etc., etc.
Farrell Lupus sent me to retrieve the book from Blackdrake Villa, one of the Longhouse Emperor's hidden retreats. I found it and a journal, the one that led me to Nasalis.
Oh.
It's a strange old tome. I can't read any of the words, if they are words.
Could I have a look at this book? About 30 centimeters by 12 and a bit centimeters, white leather-ish cover, Oblivion runes on the front. Have you gone and accidentally retrieved the Mysterium Xerxes for a Daedric cultist, you
It's
numpty?
written in a language I've never seen before. Looking at the pages makes my eyes hurt, and just carrying it around, it's kind of uncomfortable. Will you come with me to Riften? I want to deliver the book and be done with this business.
Why didn't you tell us this back in the crypt?
I never actually met with Farrell Lupus directly. Everything was done through an intermediary, a mage named Renna.
Ah,
We can find her at the Mage's Guild Hall in Riften.
Triff.
My brother has a cart we can use to make the journey, or I can just meet you there.
What else do we know about this Lupus guy?
Before we found the document my brother deciphered for us, I assumed he was a scholar or a book collector or something. I had no idea he was the steward of the last Longhouse Emperor. We never met, just exchanged letters until he sent me to Renna.
Right, I see. And this did not ring every alarm bell. This is dodgy client written all over it. Possibly literally in the case of the letters.
Renna's some kind of mage. She gave me the final instructions for my mission to the villa and handed over the gold.
Aha.
Well, the first payment. I'm promised more when I deliver the book.
Yes,
Don't worry.
yes,
I'll make sure you get a fair share of the reward.
I'd rather not, given that a fair share of the reward is probably pointy, sharp, and lethal. These people never pay the final installment of their bills. Ugh. Tell me more about the book.
Neither Farrell's letters nor my discussion with Renna provided much information.
Uh-huh.
They told me where to look and gave me a map. It had a description of the book written in the corner.
But not the title.
I've been carrying it around for a while now. It's difficult.
Difficult how?
It's hard to describe. It's like carrying a weight, but not like a heavy pack or anything. More like a burden, a constant worry that never subsides. I've also had dreams lately. Bad ones. But I don't want to talk about them. Not yet.
And this is not... Everly, I like you, but you are stupid at times. Why is this not ringing every single bad Daedric juju alarm bell you've got? Oh wait, you probably don't have any, do you? 10 to 1, this is either the Mysterium Xerxes or it is something in the same league.
Those feelings weren't there at the beginning. Plus, I found that journal. I took it to my brother to decipher. By then, I realized the Longhouse Emperors were hiding something.
Yeah, they
I
were.
wanted to know more. So, I went to Salis, met you, and here we are.
Ah, yes, here we are. Have you shown your brother the book? Got a second opinion on it, because I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
Yeah, I thought of that. He took one look at the thing and handed it right back to me. Said it wasn't any language he ever saw and wanted nothing to do with it. Some brother, right?
Yeah, he could have told you his actual suspicions as to why he wanted nothing to do with it. Berrigan, where's the cart?